Hey everyone, I'm Mathias Palmersheim. I am the maintainer of a tool called Shiftmon. I'm a solutions engineer at Victoria Metrics. If you want to see anything I'm doing on the internet, go to links.shiftsystems.net. And the repo for this project is on GitLab, and it's on that link there. So why does Shiftmon exist? Because every job I had in my home lab had really crappy observability that was or it was extremely expensive. So I wanted something that could just be run on a single virtual machine and just require some DNS records and possibly even deploy in one command. So I wanted to have a lower barrier of observability, and I wanted things to happen automatically because there's a whole bunch of really cool open source observability tools, but out of the box, they don't really do a whole lot and they're not glued together. It's like somebody just dumped a pile of Legos on your desk and said, good luck, have fun. So I wanted something that looked like the cool Lego Death Star or whatever your favorite Lego set is assembled for you. So automatically it will try to instrument services end to end. So if it detects that there's a service running on a machine, it will try to instrument it automatically end to end. So it won't just put in the configuration for observability, but you'll have dashboards for it. You can opt into alerting rules. And there's other things like user creation for accessing the individual databases or setting up SSO and caching inside of Grafana is handled automatically. As far as platforms it supports getting host metrics for Windows and Linux. It supports most common reverse proxies. There's support for some security tools like CrowdSec and Suricata. You can also do health checks from multiple sources. So something that I found that was extremely challenging was there's really good black box monitoring tools like Uptime Kuma, but it was really challenging to get them to work from multiple locations so that way you could remove single points of failure and get rid of latency. The other nice thing too is that I tried to treat it like it was an on-ramp and not a ceiling. So that way, if you do have proprietary applications that I can't implement or just things I haven't gotten around to supporting yet, you can add those in just by saying, hey, here's a path to the JSON for this dashboard, or here's the path for the configuration or for the Telegraph configuration, or here's a list of Prometheus or endpoints to scrape. As far as roadmap goes, I want to support Kubernetes so I can do horizontal scaling and not just a single VM. I want to swap out Telegraph for the OTel collector, and I want to explore some more use cases like having better support for observability in a SIM, or better support for database observability and better SIM support. I'm a huge believer that SIMs are just a special case of observability, and I have talks about that you can find online. So what this looks like is here's a dashboard I have for instrumenting CrowdSec. It's a host-based IDS where you can pipe or you can feed it your log source, whether that's just files on a node or if it's a database stored like Victoria logs. And all you had to do is just run an Ansible playbook to deploy Telegraph. And once the host starts reporting, you get all the information about who's trying to attack you, where they are in the world. And we can even go through here and we can see logs. Some other nice things we can do is we can go into black box monitoring, and all you have to do to enable black box monitoring is just put 3 or 4 lines of YAML underneath a host in Ansible, run the playbook, and it works. So if I go to the black box dashboard, here I can see all the individual endpoints I have, all of the latencies they have, their last status, and what their uptime is over the duration inside of the dashboard. Another cool thing too is that I have kids and I want to make sure they're not going to inappropriate places on the internet, whether that's the hub that's not GitHub or online gambling websites. So here I can actually make sure that gambling websites aren't accessible on their network. One more use case that is my favorite is Trafic. And here we can see the histograms for how long it's taking each individual request to run, which endpoints are being hit the most. And the other cool thing here too is that you can have metrics and logs in one dashboard, and all you have to do is just tell it, hey, here's where traffic is exposing metrics at. Thanks.